What's up, YouTube? This posting is about black women who wait to become self-righteous. And self-righteous, pretty much what I mean by that is women who wait to act like a wifey or to act like a mother or just to act with self-respect. Alright? This is what this posting is about. So let me lay some background. In my personal experience, a lot of people meet based off of referrals and of past relationships, meaning that you're more likely for black women to end up being with somebody you went to school with, back in the day. Maybe you guys went to college together and you stayed in touch and things worked out, or possibly off a referral. Oh, my boy's in town, I'm having a kickback, let me introduce you guys. So you have a stronger chances of meeting somebody based off a referral or just based on somebody in your past, as opposed to meeting somebody brand new at the club. So waiting to be self-righteous is really hurting a lot of women. And what I mean by that is, fellas, we all know that chick, whether she's our friend or not, or just a girl we know, and we all know how she acts when she doesn't have a man, doing God knows what, doing whatever, and getting away with it. And then when she does meet that good dude, all of a sudden she snaps her fingers and puts on this approach like, she's always been humble and she's always been self-respectful. We've all seen it happen. I mean, we've seen it more than once. And that's an issue based off of what I just said as far as how you meet somebody new. Honestly, I'm privileged to have a lot of, African American dudes that I know through school and other schools, because I have a big circle of friends who are all doing well. And I have some of my homegirls ask me, oh, what's up with your boys, blah 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 blah, hook me up, blah blah blah, because of that whole Facebook thing. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll go ahead and do that. But I'm like, hell nah, because they forget what they were doing a year and a half ago, and they forget what they're doing even now. And that's a problem. And that's the problem that a lot of black women don't understand. They want to act like they can do whatever because no one's looking. Someone is looking. Me personally, I have enough information that I feel like if I want to make $1,000 just off blackmailing alone, I feel I can do that. I'm not even trying to be funny. Just because of stuff that I wasn't even supposed to know, but that I know. Dudes talk. We know what's going on. And it's not really that hard to find out. Because it's disrespectful. And I'm not even sure if I talked about this in another video. But it goes back to the whole assumption that black women can do whatever they want to do. Disgrace themselves, degrade themselves, do whatever they want to do. But all of a sudden say, oh, I'm not like that anymore. Oh, I found God. Or any other excuse. And you know what? I can see how a woman can get away with that, especially if they meet somebody brand new. But like I said before, you're more than likely gonna meet somebody based off of a referral. That's just the name of the game. And a lot of dudes aren't gonna throw their boys under the bus. I'm not gonna knowingly hook my boy up with a chick and not tell him about her past. Honestly, I mean, I don't even want to cock block or hate, but it is what it is, because I would expect him to do the same for me. And I wouldn't be saying this if it's not a problem, but it's far too often. And the problem is, we all know the girls who like to wild out. They don't hide it. That's what they do. But it's the ones that swear up and down, that throw it in your face that they're Mrs. Righteous, who are in church, who go to church 5 times a week. It's these same chicks that I'm talking about. that I have a hard time trying to refer to one of my boys because, like I said, I know what they were doing in their past, and I low-key know what they're doing, you know what I mean, last week. You guys can't get away with that. Pure and simple. You can't. I know there's a double standard, but what a dude can do is completely different from what a female can do. Dudes have their own problems. Trust me, it's called karma. Dudes don't have the opportunity just to run around and hit whatever chick he wants to hit and everything is fine and dandy. Trust me, there's consequences for all actions. STDs is a motherfucker. If you don't know anybody with an STD, then you're not looking hard enough. Trust me. I guarantee in any group of circle of friends, there are people there with STDs, and that's how real it is. So dudes, you know what I mean, they don't have it all good. And that's why a lot of females are what? Coming up with AIDS. And that's just AIDS. I don't really hear a lot of people talking about the other STDs, and that shit is rampant. Trust me. Most black chicks, whether they tell you or not, more than you think, will have an STD. Even in my own circle, it's too much for my own fucking liking. Even in my own circle, it's too much for my own liking. To the point where it's really scary. So this behavior that I can, secretly do whatever I want to do and then turn it on, when I think I see a dude of substance, is not working. It's not working. Like I said, if you meet a dude brand new, man, I pray for that brother. I hope he does his own background check or does whatever. But like I said, you probably have a better chance of having a relationship with somebody in your past or a relationship with somebody you've met through a referral. And a lot of dudes aren't going to throw their homies under the bus. Like I said before, I went out of my way to make sure that my boy knew the full picture. Now granted, some have proceeded and some have stopped. But I mean, it's just ridiculous. Because you want to talk about the whole HIV AIDS thing, and that's the case. Like, for real, a lot of these girls are doing some shit that you wouldn't even think they'd be doing. Like risky behavior. What they talk about? They talk about the whole down low brother thing. How because the whole, I sleep with men, but it doesn't make me gay, so I don't say I'm gay. It's kind of the same thing for women. Oh, I'm not a hoe, or I'm not easy. I just like sleeping with a lot of men. It's kind of like, it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense, and it's dangerous and it's risky. So if you're self-righteous, understand that you have to have a history of doing that. That's one thing a lot of black women, they want to be what they say they are, but they don't want to be classified by their actions. What is it? Literally. I wild out Saturday nights, but I go to church on Sunday. Which one are you? Really? So let me know how you feel. And just think about your own circle of friends and, how this posting applies. Because for me, it's scary. Because, we talk about the whole HIV, STD things. I mean, this shit goes back to even high school. It's to the point where if you don't know multiple people with STDs and HIV, or not even HIV, I don't know anybody with HIV, but I know a whole bunch of people with STDs. And if you don't know, then your eyes are probably not open wide enough, but that shit is there. And I've been blessed to know this shit from high school. So I'm just imagining how many people, especially females, are not knowing who has what. I mean, I've known dudes, basketball player dudes, who knew, who didn't give a fuck. Real talk. It's like to the point where, damn, should I notify an authority? That shit is still on my conscience, even to this day. And I've been done with school for about 3 years now. So tell me how you feel.